right, it is Tailgate Tales time. Leah, are you excited?
Woohoo!
Yeah, nobody's here for the live stream. We're doing this at an odd time right now, so I don't know if anybody's going to show up for the live stream anyway. But you know, we had to get it done as a twa.
Indeed.
Right?
Yep.
All right, we've got really cool wildcats on our faces.
Meow.
How do you feel about it, Leah?
I like mine. Mine's a cute little kitten. Yours turned out terribly, but you know what? You can't win them all, or most of them,
It appears you
or
can't
any
win.
of them really. But
Yeah,
you know,
you can't
it's
win
fine.
any of them. Can't win a single one.
But I'm a cute kitty, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Meow.
We got our blue on for our Kentucky stuff.
Mhm.
All right. Well, do you think we should just start recording here?
Yeah, let's
Since
go for it.
No one's here to talk to at the moment. So.
Nobody loves us, but it's fine. We
Yeah.
also are recording at a ridiculous time, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, wait.
let's do
I'm
it.
not ready. Yes, I am. Wait. Hold on.
What?
let me get this done. There we go. Okay, now we're ready, okay?
Papa.
3, 2, 1.
I thought you start Tailgate Tales.
I do not.
Oh,
I
you
start midweek minis.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's a good thing there's no one here to watch us fuck up
Right.
like this.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, y'all. I'm Leah Lawrence.
And I'm her husband, Mitch Lawrence.
And you are listening to Tailgate Tales, a special series of the Southern Spirits podcast.
Each week, we are talking about something interesting from a school in the Southeastern Conference. So which one is that this week, Leah?
It's the University of Kentucky, if you couldn't tell by my wildcat face paint.
Yeah, my wildcat is really interesting, but Leah won't let me get up on the camera to show it.
Yeah,
so.
no, I won't. It's really bad. I'm sorry.
I like it.
Well, I was trying to get you to let me redo it, and then you were like, no, it'll be fine. And then, like, it wasn't fine, so I tried to put more paint on it to fix it, and it kind of fixed it, but it also kind of fucked it up worse.
Well, we're drinking Sweetwater IPA again this week. Again, not going to go through a review because we've had it before and we like it, so that's all you need to know. The tradition for Kentucky, this was a real hard one, y'all. I literally pulled an article that talks about how Kentucky does not have good football traditions. They have great basketball traditions, like a bunch of stuff, because their basketball
everything I
program
was
is
looking
very
up about-
successful.
Yeah, everything I was looking up about Kentucky was all about their basketball program, and I'm
Mhm.
like, cool, but what about football? And they're like, no.
Well, I'll give you the article I looked at. It's from the Lexington Herald Leader, that website. What is UK football's defining symbol? I read the whole thing. Turns out there isn't one. So,
Wow.
I'm sorry, Kentucky, but I mean, they don't have anything. Literally their best thing, and what we're about to look at here on the slideshow is the catwalk, which is something that every school does at their home games.
Mm-hmm.
All the students and fans line up, and the players walk down, and they're just greeted coming into the stadium. But they call it the catwalk. I think that's fun.
It's cute.
You know?
Did
that's
they
interesting.
do their little turn on the catwalk?
Yes, they do their little turn. Yes. That's what they do. Well, that's it, because Kentucky, they're not a football school traditionally, so there's not a lot to talk about. And I'm sorry, Kentucky, but, you know, Leah tells me that apparently that's the case with their creepy stories, too.
I mean, there were a couple of hauntings and stuff like that, but the weirdest fucking thing that I saw was what we're going to be talking about instead.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to tell you exactly what it is starting out because the title would give it away. So,
Okay.
if you give me my first slide for the people that are watching the video.
Okay. Hold on one second. Here we go. Let's move on.
All right. Well, we're starting out in 2011.
Oh.
And
well,
it is in
okay.
April. And it is just before exams, like final exams.
Mm-hmm.
So people are obviously going to be studying in the library.
Right.
Now, on the screen, if you're watching the video, there is a photo of William T. Young Library, which is absolutely lovely. It's a gorgeous library. The inside's beautiful. It is a classy-ass library. Well, down in the basement is where the study rooms are. And it turns out that a lot of people study down there because where else are you going to study, right?
Yeah.
Study rooms. Got it. Okay. So everybody's quietly, calmly, easily just chilling downstairs getting all their study on.
Hmm.
When all of a sudden someone screams and people
Oh,
are
no.
like, what the fuck? And some girl's like, excuse me, someone just stabbed me in the motherfucking foot.
What?
And everybody was like, are you okay? And they were like, no, someone stabbed me in the foot. So, like, that was a problem. And then, like, a couple hours later, someone else screams. Someone else got stabbed in the fucking foot.
What?
Yeah. So apparently this started happening relatively regularly. There were like 4 or 5 reports on different days of this happening.
Of foot stabbings?
Foot stabbings in the basement of the library.
Hmm.
Now, the University of Kentucky Police Department were like, what the actual fuck is going on? Now, they weren't being stabbed with knives or anything. It was just something sharp and pokey. So, like...
A pencil.
I
It's a
mean,
study
it
room.
could have been a pencil. It could have been like the end of a nail, because it left marks. They physically like stabbed someone in the foot, but it wasn't like
Did they draw
a knife
blood?
foot. Yeah, like
Okay.
they stabbed him for sure, like enough to leave a mark and draw blood and stuff like that. But it wasn't like being stabbed all the way through the foot, you know.
Ugh.
So students started freaking out, and they were like, "What the actual? Like, are we supposed to wear steel-toed boots down here? Like, what do you want from us, foot stabber?" And people were like, "This is super creepy," and so they reviewed some footage of the security cameras and stuff, and they believe they caught on tape who they thought it might be. And apparently, there was this creepy dude. He's described as being 5'8" to 6 foot tall. He had short, possibly a buzz cut hair, and he was wearing bright orange shorts. And he was just crawling under people's study tables and stabbing them in the fucking foot. Now, this obviously you were like, okay, they've got photos of this guy. They know this creepy motherfucker's hanging out under study room tables. You should clearly be able to apprehend this dude at some point, right? They never do. They never catch this guy. And so people get creeped out, and it's weird. And there's like a weird, like, there's a Twitter handle, like, that's like the UK foot stabber that is creepily posting like photos of people's feet in the library. I don't know. It's still there. Go look it up. It's very strange.
Oh, that's terrible.
But anyway, so people are freaked out, but I mean, exams come and go, the semester changes, and people are like, oh, it was just some weirdo. It's okay. It's fine. It's done. There's no more foot stabbings. But the next year in 2012...
Oh, no.
Go ahead. The foot stabber strikes again.
What a slide.
So that's a photo, if you're watching the video. It's a photo of the basement study rooms or at least I got the photo off of the University of Kentucky's website, and it was in the library section, and it said that was a study room. So I assume that's the study rooms we're talking about, but I could be wrong. But my question is, how is this 6 foot tall, neon orange short wearing motherfucker?
Now, it was 5'8" to 6 foot tall, which is a big range. So, I'm just saying.
But still, he is a big ass dude. He's not a tiny little munchkin, is what I'm saying. He's not like a 5 foot tall petite person just shimmying under these tables. He's a rather large dude in fluorescent orange shorts, and he's just crawling under these tables with nobody noticing. I'm sorry, but if I like feel someone rustle my legs underneath, I'm gonna fucking notice a full-grown adult man under my table.
That's terrifying.
Am.
Well, you don't know that. You haven't been stabbed in the foot yet.
I have not, and I don't
know.
intend on being stabbed in the foot. So, like I said, he stabbed a couple more times in 2012.
I know a place.
But he was also never caught in 2012 either. So if he had been caught, he would have been charged with 4th degree assault charges. But since he never was caught, he just remains this weird, bizarre piece of University of Kentucky folklore. And it leads a lot of people to think that maybe the first stabbing was real and then the rest of it was mass hysteria and people thought they were being stabbed. Other people think, oh, there's no way a dude was crawling under these tables. They're ghost stabbings. Some
God.
people, I mean, the theories that I found on Reddit alone just about the weirdness of this thing are
the ghost in bright orange shorts.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Was it a white guy or a black guy?
White guy.
That's what I thought. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a little racist here, but this seems like a white guy thing.
Yeah, it really does.
It really seems like a white guy's just like, I'm going to stab some feet
super
today.
creepy
And then I'm going to
white
wait
dude.
a year, and I'm going to do it again.
And maybe it was the same guy. Maybe it was a copycat foot stabber. You don't know. A copy wildcat foot stabber.
Now, that's a white guy thing. Copycatting the foot stabber.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, you can go look on Twitter and find the UK foot stabber if you'd like. It's a little weird, but I mean, I think the Twitter handle was a joke after it happened.
Yeah, it had to be.
I mean, it was while it was happening, but someone took advantage of it and made a joke out of it. And I don't think whoever was running the Twitter was actually the foot stabber, but I don't know that.
Yeah.
Because nobody knows who the foot stabber was, and
Definitely a white guy, though.
the world may never know.
I don't know. It was me.
I didn't study in the library enough to be stabbed in the foot if it was a foot stabber.
Yeah, this is a very common thing at all colleges, Leah.
Yeah, no. I studied in there a couple times when we had group projects, but for the most part, I did not go to the library to do stuff like that. I don't know why you would when your dorm room is quiet and by yourself, but
Yeah. Well, for a lot of people, like I'm one, there are a lot of distractions at home. So I think it would be beneficial for quite a few people to get to the library. Maybe you have a terrible roommate, stuff like that.
I always had I didn't. My freshman year I had roommates, but
Yeah.
they
A
were
lot
out
of
most
people
of the
need-
time, so it didn't matter.
A lot of people need the motivation of getting out of the house, so where you don't take a nap, watch TV, play a game, get out of where you live, go to a place. Which I read something not too long ago that was talking about studying and how you shouldn't be comfortable. You shouldn't be uncomfortable, but you should not be comfortable. Like you shouldn't study sitting on a couch or a bed or something, because you're not going to retain the information. So your body has to be in quote unquote work mode to really retain information that you're studying. So like sitting at a desk or a table is beneficial. Stuff like that,
I never did any of that.
Well, look at you now, Leah. Look at you.
I mean,
You got a fucking blue cat on your
I
face.
have a blue cat on my face.
If you'd have studied harder.
Yeah, you're right.
Where would we be right now?
I mean, I passed college. It was fun.
I passed it too. It was on the left. And I kept going.
I mean, I got a diploma out of it. I can't say I was the best student in the world, but at the topics that I gave a shit about, I was really good at it.
Yeah, I'm having that issue myself. There are some things I just don't give a shit about, like calculus. I've said it so many times the last few weeks. God, calculus is a waste of my time.
I only had to take one math class. I had to fill one math requirement because my astronomy class took the other one.
And it was
the
trig,
one
right?
math,
Trig, right?
No, it was the dumb kids math. It was the art and theater major dumb kids that don't want to do math class. It was it was barely even algebra. It wasn't even
See, I love
it
algebra.
was like applied mathematics or something like that. It was complete bullshit.
At this point, I yearn for algebra, Leah.
But
I yearn for it.
We had a really cool teacher that knew none of us gave a shit about math, and so he did his best to give us something to work with, and it was great. Great math class. Hated every second of it, but he made it as least problematic as possible.
Hey, that's
Don't
funny because
remember-
it's math class and there are problems.
But
You get it.
I don't remember that professor's name because I only ever went to the math part of that building once. But
So you didn't even have to go to class?
Oh no, I went to class, but I meant once, in my I took a class.
You had a semester there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Because the only other classes that I had in that building were biology.
This episode is half Kentucky
So weird.
and half other colleges.
I'm sorry.
Because ain't shit to talk about in Kentucky.
I mean, I'm trying, but Kentucky, y'all, up your game.
Kentucky has, like, good shit around it. It's not much of a football school.
No.
So I didn't have anything to talk about. And now you have a foot stabber, and it was a very short story.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, though. That's really, like,
fucking weird, right?
with the exception of people getting hurt and everything, that's really fucking funny. Really funny.
See, and that's the problem, because I looked at a bunch of the articles, and the articles are from when it happened, and a lot of the kids at the school were interviewed, and they were like, yeah, at first we thought it was really fucking funny, and then we were like, but what if we get stabbed in the foot while we're studying? Like, that's super creepy, and the fact that they're going after feet is real creepy.
Can you get out of an exam, though?
I don't think so.
Like, I may have done it, too. Like, I had a fraternity brother who got cancer in his senior year. He was fine, by the way. He's fine. It was
I was going to say, I really hope this isn't going in a terrible place.
It was the kind that had like a 95% cure rate, and he got cured and everything. I forgot the name of it. I think it was like some kind of lymphoma or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't have to take any of his finals his senior year. I was like, God damn it.
Mitchell,
why can't I just have a little bit of cancer?
Don't even put that out into the universe, you motherfucker.
I'm sorry.
Absolutely not.
But he did. I remember, oh my God, we went to this thing called Penny Beer a lot in Birmingham. It was at a bar called Club South, where you pay $6 and you get a cup and you can refill it as many times as you want with the house beer, which I think was PBR.
Ugh.
Pabst Blue Ribbon. But it was a wonderful experience, right? It's 2 hours, all you can drink for $6.
I don't think that sounds wonderful.
Oh, it's wonderful. Somebody had written in the bathroom there his name, and it said, has a giant cock, right?
Yeah.
And then after all this shit happened, and he was fine, again, I want to reiterate, he was fine, and he still is, and I've talked to him recently. Somebody scratched out giant and wrote cancer. So it said, Blake has a cancer cock. We don't know who did it either. We have no idea who did it.
Oh my God.
It's almost as good as the foot stabber one. Almost.
I don't even...
He didn't have dick cancer either. It was some kind of lymphoma.
I'm happy his cancer is cured, and I'm glad he doesn't have dick cancer, but that's just... All right. Alrighty then.
Oh, that's about a good time to wrap it up. Know what
wow.
I'm saying? Well, thanks for listening to Tailgate Tales, everybody.
Sorry it was so tangenty.
Hey, I enjoyed myself tonight. Yeah, tangential, that's it. Well, y'all, when you listen to this on Saturday, also check out the videos. You can see our terrible face paint.
Yay!
Because Leah's is good. Mine is apparently
cute.
bad. She won't even let me approach the camera.
Yeah, no, it's really,
so bad.
really bad. I'm sorry.
I look like a worried dog. I'm supposed to be a blue wildcat.
A concerned canine, I believe.
Y'all check out the main episode tomorrow. I believe, should we go ahead and reveal what it is? Because it's that crossover, isn't it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Tomorrow will be a crossover episode that we did with the Associates Anonymous podcast.
Yay.
Check that out. Their episode released, I believe, today
with
us on their show. So that's Wednesday, by the way.
Yeah.
So y'all go listen to them and see.
And go look at their art that they did of us, because they have an artist that does all of their cover art and stuff like that. And they did a Southern Spirits crossover one, and I am drawn incredibly thin, and so is Mitchell, and it is wonderful.
I haven't looked at it yet, actually.
It is super cute. There's possums, and
thin.
Dobby is on there. It is super cute.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, yeah, y'all listen to that, because that crossover I thought was very fun, and I can't wait for y'all to hear it. So check that out, and when you hear that on Sunday, come hang out for Midweek Minis for the live stream.
Please do.
All right. Well, that is it, y'all. We will see you next time.
Bye, y'all.
All right, the audio's done. I forgot to get this part. There you go. Bye, y'all.
I even added the wildcat.
Yeah, you did. And that looks exactly like our
mascot.
faces.
No, it doesn't.
That looks exactly like our faces, Lee.
Their cat should be blue. Because I pulled some face paint from Kentucky of people actually painting the Kentucky Wildcat on their face, and it just looks like a sad dog.
Well, that's what we look like, kind of. So
you look like a sad dog. Mine looks like a sweet little sassy kitten.
Well, I enjoyed it either way. All right, let me. I need to fix the camera here. That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Huzzah.
There we go. All right, y'all. Say bye to Dobby.
Bye, Dobby.
Bye, puppy.
He's zonked out.
Yeah, he
hey,
is.
buddy.
All right, y'all. We'll see you next time.
Bye.